I got a question for you Panthers fans out there, and you guys are probably going to hate me for asking this, but we already know you guys currently occupy the number one overall pick in this year's draft, and many people expect this selection to either be CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. But what if Carolina's front office says, you know what, we don't want CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. We want to go ahead and get Anthony Richardson. He has a lot of similarities to Cam Newton. Some people have even argued that he's a more athletic version than Cam Newton. If Anthony Richardson gets drafted number one overall by the Carolina Panthers, how mad are you if you're a Panthers fan? I think there are 3 levels to being mad. You have your level 1, which is you're damn. This is when Carolina takes Anthony Richardson and you say, damn, bro, what are we doing? We really drafted this guy? And then you have your level 2, which is, you're like, what the F are we doing? We had the number 1 overall pick and we still couldn't get it right? What the F are we doing drafting Anthony Richardson? And your level 2 mad, it's pretty much you cussing up a storm in your house, dropping a lot of F-bombs, saying how much you despise being a Carolina Panthers fan because your front office can't get it right. And then you'll have your level 3. And if you ever been around somebody who's been a level 3 mad, you know that you probably want to be a comfortable distance away from them, because these are your kind of people who are more likely to, instead of throw a lot of F-bombs, they're probably going to end up throwing a lot of things around the house. They might break a TV or two. If Carolina drafts Anthony Richardson, number 1 overall, how mad would you be? Would you be level 1, level 2, or would you be breaking your TVs and breaking things in your house if AR goes number 1 to Carolina? Or would you not even be upset at all? Would you say, you know what? I trust Frank Wright to develop Anthony Richardson, to help Anthony Richardson reach his full potential, because Frank Wright is one of the best quarterback gurus that we have in the NFL. Yeah, last season when he was with the Colts and he had Matt Ryan and Sam Ehlinger, he didn't really get too much out of them. But prior to last year, Carson Wentz had the most efficient season of his career in 2021. Although he got shipped out of Indy once the season concluded, he was pretty efficient. Year before that, you have Phillip Rivers, who in his final year led you to the playoffs. Jacoby Brissett wasn't too bad, and Andrew Luck was really good under Frank Wright. So Frank Wright has an incredible track record of working with quarterbacks. So if there was any head coach that I would trust to be able to maximize Anthony Richardson's strengths and abilities, it would be Frank Wright. And Cam Newton is probably the more recognizable player in the history of Carolina Panthers football. I could see a lot of fans actually embracing Anthony Richardson. But I think that most of you guys probably would be really upset if Anthony Richardson was walking up stage, holding up that number 1 jersey with the little snapback, shaking Roger Goodell's hands, and you hear the announcement, with the number 1 overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Panthers select Anthony Richardson, quarterback, University of Florida. Would you get mad? How mad would you be? Or would you be okay with the possibility of Anthony Richardson being the pick for Carolina at number 1 over CJ Stroud and Bryce Young? Let me know. How mad would you be if Carolina were to make Anthony Richardson the first player taken off the board?